Hi, I'm James Shillinglaw. I'm here at ILTM Con. As usual, this is the largest ILTM Con we've ever had, almost 4,000 people. And I'm here with a familiar face. You've been watching him. Usually we're seeing each other on Zoom. But Angie Lucia, who is the president of Global Travel Collection, which is part of Internova Travel Group. And we've interviewed Angie before on Zoom a few times about what was going on in the market. But she is here in Con, and we're going to talk about Global Travel Collection and a whole lot more, an insider travel report. Angie, first of all, it's great to see you here.
You
live too.
I know, in person.
I can't get over this. In fact, you were over there the other. I was like, I think that's Angie, but you look great. So you just finished actually a press conference for Internova Travel Group. But let's talk about Global Travel Collection. First of all, just remind us what does that include?
Sure. So I'll start with with Europe. In UK, we have Colette's Travel, Pro and Zell UK, and then the US, I'll go around the United States, starting in California. We have Zell West, All Star, Pro Travel, Zell, Andrew Harper, and In the Know Experiences.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot going on, and it's a big thing. And a lot of those are actually, ironically, Virtuoso members, right?
They are. Our entire Global Travel Collection group is Virtuoso members.
And you are really focused on the luxury travel market, which is the topic of this show, right?
It is, yeah. I think for our group, right, we have this high-end, about 50% of our business is high-end leisure business, and then we have bespoke corporate, which is really the top of companies, and then a lot of production and entertainment.
Yeah. Have you grown, even during the pandemic, did you see growth?
Yes, we received about, I think we've recruited around 230 additional advisors in the last 2 years.
Wow, that's pretty good. I mean, people coming in but you have some great brands below, underneath Global Travel Collection that they can affiliate with. So that's excellent,
yes.
Right? Yeah. Now let's talk a little bit about where are you seeing growth in terms of bookings for both this year, which I think is actually surprisingly better than a lot of people thought it would be, and then into 2023.
So starting in January, our numbers were down a little bit, and I was like, oh, I'm a little bit nervous. And then come the beginning of March, the fire hose turned on, and our advisors, you and I talked about for 2 years that they were in survival mode, right? And then March, we moved to a different type of survival mode, and it was, how do we handle all of the demand that is coming in? So our advisors, a lot of our top...
Feast or famine, as they say, right?
Oh, for sure. Like our advisors are, can I just get a vacation right now? So our top destinations really came back onto the map. We were seeing a lot of Italy. We were starting to see France again. We were seeing Spain. So people are really getting back to their roots of where they like to travel. Asia, not being on board earlier in the year, was a definite gap for us. But now with Japan coming on, hopefully we'll see more and more Asia countries coming online. And we're definitely seeing the demand for Asia coming back as well.
Yeah, but really Europe has been the mainstay, I'm sure.
Europe has been the mainstay for this year. We're seeing really tremendous growth even over 2019 with some of those key markets. So our transaction volume is getting close to 2019. Of course, with the average transaction price or trip cost, that's helped us get to a revenue level where we need to be, which is right back at 2019.
And outlook for 23?
It's looking very bright. If that average trip cost holds, I think everybody in this industry is going to have a fantastic year.
Now, what about segments in terms of cruises, tours, all-inclusives, resorts, things like that?
Yeah, so I think everything's a go. We are still seeing a bit of a trend in smaller for our segment. Of course, our Travel Leaders Network, they're selling cruises like nobody's business, the big ocean ships. We're seeing a lot of still river cruises or smaller types of environments.
Luxury cruising, things like that.
Yeah, certainly we're still seeing a lot of private jets. We're seeing a lot of villas. And you might remember when we talked last, or one of the times, I said, I don't think that people are going to go back to commercial if they've got this taste of private. We're seeing that.
Really?
In fact, yeah.
So more private air, more that kind
of for sure. All-inclusive. The other thing that's really taking hold are these, I'll use Beth Butzloff's term. She says floating luxury hotels. So the cruise lines are doing a phenomenal job in building these ships that don't feel like a ship. They feel like this luxury hotel on
There are whole
water.
brands that are now focused on that don't even use the word cruise.
For sure. And then the expedition cruises are becoming very, very hot.
Yeah, for me, I've been to Antarctica 3 times,
I
as you know.
I'm going with you next time.
Next time, yeah. Well, no, I'll send you because I think I'm done with Antarctica for a little while. I love it, but 3 times in a year is a little much. Right?
I think that's a lot.
We'll go on a different one.
Okay, sounds good.
But yeah, expedition cruising is all the rage now because there's new product, there's luxury product. People are really, they have the comforts of home, yet they can go and see the penguins too. So
That's for sure. And I think that's a really good point is really we're seeing this experiential aspect for travelers. And it doesn't matter the age. People are really, really wanting to get out there. We've been, hunkered down for a couple of years and they want these experiences. So yes, the destination's important, but it's what they're doing in the destinations that I think that they're really, really taking a lot of time and energy to research and invest and think about what they want to do. And that's where the travel advisor is really coming into play because they're so knowledgeable about all these different destinations and they have this network that they can connect into for people who maybe are selling a market more than they do. So, I mean, if the pandemic gave us one gift, it was the value of the travel advisor. So many consumers
once again, and it takes a crisis, and this was a big crisis.
It's a little bit sad, but hey, we'll take it.
Well, it was a long crisis, so hopefully it got reinforced at this time, and it'll stick.
Yeah, I think the other interesting thing we're seeing from a trend is, before the pandemic, everything was bucket list, bucket list, bucket list, but people didn't always get to their bucket list. What we're finding is bucket lists have transformed into I'm going to do, not I hope I get to. Right? I'm going to. So people are checking off the list on all these things because life is short.
No, life is short, and you may not be there, and you never know. And then the other thing, I think, luxury travel has really gone through, as always. Luxury travel kind of leads the way with this, and the pandemic, in a way, kind of, as you mentioned, reinforced this that they're going to spend, even if the economy doesn't look, maybe it looks a little shaky, maybe not for the higher end individual, but honestly, they're going to go, and this has kept us going. And we keep saying, when is this going to stop? When are they going to do? You mentioned your advisors are just looking for a vacation now because there's so much booking, but it is the luxury market that's really leading the way, and that's what you specialize.
Yeah, for sure. I think this sort of pent up 2 years put people in the mindset that I'm not going to wait. Right. I'm going to go, and I'm going to pay what it's going to cost me to go. People ask, when will the prices come down? I say, when the consumers will stop paying it. That's right. That's when prices will come down. Right now, consumers will pay.
Absolutely, and that's great for travel advisors, better commissions, things like that. Yeah. Now, you really have a big presence here with Internova. Yes. We just saw your boss, K.D. O'Hara, give a little press conference. You got a big banner up there at the front of the. It's pretty amazing. But this is obviously a conscious strategy to really put the word out to the luxury travel world that you're here and you're here to stay. Right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Internova, we have a huge presence here. We have more than 150 people between our advisors and our employees here. We have Nexion, who is here for the first time.
I know Jackie Friedman's walking around here somewhere. I haven't seen her yet.
She is, and she has a number of her luxury advisors here. We have some TLM presence represented from all of our brands. We have advisors within GTC. So yeah, we're on the map.
And you have Albert Herrera's here. Who's
right here. Like I keep seeing him everywhere I go. I think there's multiple of him.
Well, he's been a presence here for years, but he is really the person who represents luxury really within your group. And now, what's to come for 2023 for Global Travel Collection?
Well, a lot's to come, and I'll only share a bit of it with you.
You can tell us just between us.
Just the two. Next year is really about delivering for our advisors. So for the last 2 years within Global Travel Collection, it's about setting up our infrastructure and getting things ready Now it's about delivery, so looking at much more around products and services for our advisors, and that they can enhance the experience of their end traveler, right? So in our world, we have the two customers, right? We have our advisors, and then their customer, which is the consumer. We have a new magazine coming.
I heard that.
Luxury magazine coming. So Elaine Shrinka has joined us, and she's the editor-in-chief, and it is going to be beautiful. It's not really a magazine. It's more of a journal or a book of inspiration. It's going to be beautiful. We'll start with 4 volumes, not issues, volumes. We really believe from a magazine standpoint, we want this to be something that somebody's willing to pay $12 off the stand for. So we've invested heavily. Our advisors will be able to gift this to their travelers at no cost to our advisors. We will not be branded Global Travel Collection or Internova. It is really a gift from our advisor to their traveler. So we're so excited. Second quarter is approximately when that would come. We're going to have a huge event in October.
Is this just for Global Travel Collection? Or?
Just Global Travel Collection in October. And we'll have hundreds and hundreds of advisors and partners at our event. And we'll be launching, so to speak, GTC Reimagined of what we're going to be for the future. The focus for us is to utilize our size and influence, but structure ourselves in a way that we're intimate with our advisors' portfolios, understanding their portfolios. We've started this year with conducting smaller marketplaces, which have been hugely successful. Right. And then we really are investing in our advisors' business by providing professional education days, where they're taking a day of their time and we're talking about things like how to run their business, talking about how they can diversify their portfolio. Right. So really getting into our advisors' business, understanding, helping consult so that they can grow. Because when they grow, we grow, and it's a good thing for everybody.
Absolutely. Well, Angie, it's been great to see you live in person here at ILTM Con. It's a great show. Great to hear about all the plans you have for the future with this. I look forward, maybe I can join you in October when you have your conference.
We would love it.
Absolutely, be great. And meanwhile, you and I have to go on an expedition cruise.
Time to go run.
That's right, we got to go.
Got to go.
Absolutely. Now, by the way, actually, where can travel advisors go to learn more about Global Travel Collection?
Yes, you can go to globaltravelcollection.com and or reach out to any one of us that you can find us anywhere in the industry. Grab us and we'll be happy to have a chat with you.
Again, great to see you here and good luck with the rest of the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the time. Bye, everybody. We're going on an expedition.
All right, you got it. I'm James Shillinglaw, and this is Insider Travel Report live from ILTN Con.